Morning everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading. Firstly, thank you so much for all your support and love you send my way, and to those who've newly subscribed, thank you for joining us on this channel. If you would like a personal reading, the reason I get this up front and done is because a lot of people don't like to sit, they just want to get to the reading. So if you want a personal reading with me, www.theaussiegoddess.com. I am available Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I've got Monday and Friday blocked out of my calendar at the moment. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you can't find a time that's suitable, please email me at theaussiegoddess@gmail.com, because I do allow some time outside of working hours if people are working. But yeah, www.theaussiegoddess.com. You have to go to the shop option. It has all of my details and what readings I offer. If you are interested in joining or having a membership, and members, I haven't forgotten you, I'm going to do something next week when I'm finished uni for the semester. If you would like a personal reading with me, if you would like to join or have a membership with me, everything is in the box below, but you would need to go to the main YouTube site. You can't see it on your mobile. Okay, what else is there? I will try and get to do a live this week. I've got one more assignment due. I'd done exceptionally well last week and got everything done, which was really good. So I'm hoping to get at least one live done this week, so be watching for that. More than likely would be on Wednesday, I think. Wednesday. Tomorrow I've got a couple of readings tomorrow, so we'll say Wednesday. So I'll try and go on about 9 a.m. Wednesday. All right, we're going to use the Arcanum Tarot for your What's Cracking reading. And we have the Seven of Pentacles coming out. The Seven of Pentacles is a beautiful card because what it means is that we planted seeds at some stage in order to reap the harvest in the future. We're waiting for them to bear fruit. This can be about investing. It can be about manifesting. So whatever it is, that's the dog. He's just so needy at the moment. There is a real feeling that something that you are manifesting is coming around, and it could be a love offer here. Somebody is definitely coming in with that Knight of Cups energy. Let me just go a little bit further. Okay, Four of Pentacles, somebody who's very passionate and not ready to give up. We have an Emperor here. Hierophant. Okay, Nine of Cups. I feel like you might be getting a love offer or a proposal here if you're already in a relationship, possibly from an Aries, but again, I don't put too much weight on the star signs because I know that certain people can be a fire sign but come up all the time as a water sign. I come up as a fire sign all the time, and somebody said to me the other day they always come up as a pentacle, so just always be flexible with that. But I feel like your person, because they're coming up as like a divine masculine, could be somebody that you have absolutely fallen for here. I don't sort of the twin flames when the divine masculine card comes around, because I think if you're in that sort of energy, it could be somebody that you've already had contact with. But I feel like for the majority of you, this feels very new. It could be definitely with somebody who you see as fine, as really very attractive. There might be something about them that's really sort of got your energy flowing. Somebody who feels quite maybe quite psychic, but maybe doesn't identify as a psychic person, but they may be very intuitive and very tuned in to themselves. This is a person who's more than likely very open to doing work on themselves. All right, let's have a look. So we've got the Four of Wands. So I feel like for some of you, this is definitely a proposal. We have the Seven of Swords coming through with the Tower and the Four of Swords. It's really funny because this, when my person proposed to me, I had this card come out. And at the time, I didn't realize that that was my reading because I just didn't know that I was going to get asked. I had no idea. He planned the whole thing. It was a normal day. We went and had fish and chips, which is our favourite thing to do. Our fish and chip shop doesn't open very often, so we sort of make a deal of it, and we go and find somewhere nice to sit. And it was such an amazing day. There were deer, two deer, stag and a female, were more, probably only 200 yards from where we were, and the rainbow came out. And then he said to me, come on, let's go for a walk. And I actually almost said, you know what, don't worry, I'll just sit here, it's nice here. And I thought, you know what, won't do any harm. So I got out the car and went for a walk, but I still had no idea. That card can be so I almost want to say flexible in its energy, because you know I had a woman years ago, and I pretty much said to her, be careful with this person, there's a funny sort of energy with them here. And that it was something very similar, where that person was planning a surprise engagement party and this card came out. It's just that in this sort of energy, I feel like perhaps if someone's sort of, you know, trying to plan something for you, you know, a time away or some sort of event, because you've got the Tower here, and we do have the Four of Swords. So I want to say to you, even if you're not expecting it and you feel like somebody's doing something that doesn't feel quite right to you, maybe, because if you ask, you can spoil the surprise. But as I said, for me, I didn't have anything. I, honest to goodness, did not have a thing. And it only occurred to me when he started getting really, because he gets really anxious and really nervous. He's such a big man, and he's like a little boy. And he as he started to ask me, he got quite nervous as he was talking, and I said, this is really, what's wrong? Are you okay? So I didn't have any idea. And I look at this and I feel like this is how it is. Now, if it isn't about an engagement or marriage, it could be about some sort of date or wanting to take you somewhere. So let's just go a little bit further. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles. See, that's always beautiful. The Two of Swords with the Three of Swords coming through here. The Six of Cups with the Seven of Cups and the Judgment card. Boy, I've seen this reading before. I feel like for some of you here, this is definitely somebody you've had some sort of, because you've got the Judgment and the Six of Cups. It is definitely somebody you've had contact with before. I'm going to go out on a limb and say with that Three of Pentacles, this is somebody either returning or planning to return here. I would say for sure with that Two of Swords, the Seven of Cups and the Three of Swords, there has been something in the past that has torn you apart, left you separated. That Seven of Swords in those circumstances can often feel like ghosting to me. There was something I was going to say then, and it just completely went out of my head. And a lot of people, you know, when I say about the returning thing, sort of freak out and say, I don't want anybody back from my past. But I think I've said before, sometimes this can be like past life energy. So it's sort of maybe somebody that's coming at you that you feel that you have some sort of connection to. Because to me, it feels like it's like a fantasy energy. It's like thinking that something could never happen. And I feel like it's been some time too. Got a lot of this sort of swords energy here. I have 7 swords and then I have the 7 of swords. So it's very, very possible here. It could have been anywhere from 7 months to 7 years on this one. The person could be a Scorpio. We do have strong Scorpio energy coming through here. But I also have a lot of air energy. 7 and 6, 13, 4 of Cups. I really don't feel that you know that this person is going to, there's a real feeling of sort of coming out of the blue. I'm going to put some more cards on it. I feel like you've manifested it. So if you've done what you need to do and you're doing work on yourself, you're starting to understand your issues around attachment, rejection, abandonment, whatever they seem to be. If you have been doing what I see as the work, you may even be to a point here where you are very comfortable without this person. I don't think you ever let go of their energy at all. I think the energy just stays. I just think we become so much more focused on ourselves, and it sort of somehow allows us to do what we need to do to move on, or whatever it is. I have found in my experience that that is when somebody does. If they're going to return, it's usually when you're feeling really comfortable in your own skin. And for some people, I've seen people do that within a year. For other people, it might take several years. For some people, they might never get over it at all and stay single. So I feel like here there is something that you were trying to let go of, were letting go of because you've been doing some work on yourself. And I feel like this person is about to come in with that 9 of Cups. It could be about proposing marriage, but it certainly could be about revisiting a relationship, returning to seal the deal, that sort of energy. I'm just going to put cards out again. I won't be a moment. Yeah, there's been some sort of change in their life that they're able to offer you what they couldn't offer you before here. I feel that's what it is here. Okay, so I have the 10 of Swords. Yeah, I felt like they were finishing something else out. 8 of Pentacles coming through. They've done the work. They have the Devil card here. And keep in mind that, you know, if you don't want anybody back, that's entirely up to you. This reading doesn't cement you or glue you to that outcome. It's all about resonating. So if this feels like your reading, then it more than likely is. If you do not want anybody back, then they're more than likely not coming back. But remember, this can be past life connection. You've got Capricorn energy coming through very strongly. I feel like you might have met this person through your work, but I think that they were otherwise committed. It could be that this person's been working on all their own fears and their own ego with the Devil card there, but you've got the King of Wands here. So it's very possible that your person has done a lot of work to come out as a King of Wands. So Leo, Sag, Aries, in particular Aries energy coming through. And that could be your energy as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be the other person. So always keep in mind that the energies do flip-flop in these readings. All right, we'll leave those there for the moment, and we will draw you an oracle card from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Oh, there it is. Rabbit. Interesting. I'm not really quite sure what the rabbit means. I think I've said to people before, I've used these cards quite a lot in the past, and I still can't really remember their meanings. I mean, I can go all intuitively, but I like to look at the book because I think sometimes the variance on their descriptions often pulls more information in for me. So this is afraid of everything, overwhelmed and frozen. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it so loudly, in fact, that one day Eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, and that really makes sense, doesn't it? Because I think sometimes those things would never be noticed, but we just keep thinking about them, which means in a way we manifest them anyway. When we are scared, most often about the future, we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, oh rabbit, they shape your destiny. So when in balance, this is sensitive, problem solver, good listener. When out of balance, over-explains and talks fast. So to bring into balance, have a day of silence, no talking at all, which is great and easy if you live alone. I feel like here that may be why that sort of energy is coming through there. Maybe this is more sort of anxiety rather than fear. It could mean that somebody stepping back into your life has brought back some older memories. I always think that in these circumstances, you really need to let go of the past and have a fresh start. It sort of always reminds me of how at work, when I would have drinks with the girls or dinner with the girls at work, we'd always say we could talk work for half an hour and then we all moved on. Otherwise, you'd get talking about work and you'd be doing that all night, which wasn't really a healthy thing to do. So I feel like there maybe it just creating a bit of anxiety, perhaps somebody stepping back into your life after such a long time. So I'll leave you with that. 15:33 on the clock. Thank you.